Let's talk about real life issues, love and relationships. Let's have a good time with the missus. Let's talk about celebrities. Let's talk about current events. Let's talk about things you don't see on regular TV. So join in on Peachy Time. Peachy Time. Tune in on Peachy Time. Peachy Time. Come join us on Peachy Time. Peachy Time. Join us on Peachy Time. Peachy Time. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the house, we have Peachy Tea Time. Y'all should be very familiar with her. She's been in the chat. We ran her commercial, it felt like we ran it for 2 years, but I know for sure all of last year. This is Peachy Tea Time, who has her own podcast. Look, I'm about to give away all your stuff. Roku TV, a bunch of different things. But do you want to kind of introduce the people to you that might not be familiar with you?
Definitely. First and foremost, I must say thank you to you, Jay. Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be here. I'm truly honored to be here. But yes, I have a show called Peachy Tea Time, and time is spelled with the Y, as you can see behind me. And on my show, we talk about crime. We talk about crime all over the United States. All right. I am on Roku TV, 2 Facebook pages, 2 face. I said Facebook, 2 YouTube pages. I'm also on Spotify, Instagram, and Twitter.
Wow.
And Twitch as well. Yeah, we
And
on all
Twitch.
platforms.
Okay,
Yes,
did
and
that.
it's all
Golly. Like, I can't even log into that many accounts, let alone like keep up with the passwords, but that's awesome.
Yes, thanks to StreamYard. They definitely make it possible. Anybody that's out there that's doing what me and Jay doing, I definitely recommend StreamYard to get started. I've been doing it ever since, and it's been 3 years now. 3 years.
Let's start from the very, very, very beginning of your persona and you, because I know a little bit about you, but let's kind of dig it deep into it. Like, I know you were in radio, terrestrial radio. Like, where did you get a start in the entertainment business? Kind of give us a start about you and your professional career.
Okay. Well, I started off. I've been working in the medical field for 20 years. I just walked away from my job October 18th so that I could pursue Peachy Tea Time. I know some people may think I'm crazy, but that's what I did. And I got a husband. Shout out to Pooley. Shout out to Pooley for holding it down for us, and I got 2 babies. 3 babies. I'm sorry, I got a bonus baby. Jasmine, I love her dearly. Jasmine is 23 years old. I have a son, Trey. He's 9 years old, and I have a daughter. Her name is Kirsten, and she's 6 years old. And I started off on an app called Station Head, and I was with another young lady, and the platform at the time was called 3 Times the T. And she's in California, and I'm here in the ATL, baby. Shout out to ATL. And things didn't work out. It just didn't work out for whatever reason. That's a whole nother show. But it didn't work out. And I didn't give up, Jay. I was like, I'm finna build my own brand by myself. And that's exactly what I did. I didn't know if people was there from Station Head to see me and her, or just me, or just her. I didn't know. But I said, I'm not finna give up. And I'm consistent. And consistency is the key. I have 4 shows per week: Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. And my shows be about an hour and a half long. It'll be about an hour and a half long. Every week, we have a family that comes on, and they tell their loved one story on how they was murdered through gun violence, domestic violence, the prison system, and even by the police. And then I ended up turning Peachy Tea Time into a nonprofit organization, 501c3, baby. So we doing it big over there. We doing it big, And Monday I got a huge announcement. Monday,
Okay.
I got a huge announcement on my platform. I wish I could share here, but they don't know yet. So I can't wait to tell them on Monday. Jay, he knows. So, but I can't wait to talk about it on Monday. So,
Not gonna
and
talk
every
about it.
year, y'all, yes, every year since I started PGT Time, which April 30th this year to be 3 years, every year God blessed me with something big. The first year I was on radio, internet-based radio, Hits 92.3. Shout out to them. Shout out to you, Kels. I've been there. I was there for over a year, and it definitely helped build my brand. It definitely helped build my brand. I dealt with independent artists, actors, business owners, comedians. They all been in the building. Celebrity artists been in the building. And then I decided to leave and go to Roku TV. It was either or, Jay. Either
Okay.
or. I couldn't do both. I
Yeah,
couldn't do
I hear
both.
that.
So I decided to do Roku TV where I could build my own network, just like Oprah Network, BT Plus Network. I could build my own. So that's what I decided to do. And everything's been working out for me every single year. And this year, 2024, is the biggest announcement that I've had since I started PGT Time. I've been in 4 magazines here in Atlanta. I've won an award for Roku TV of the Year.
Okay.
I have a co-host on Wednesdays. His name is Jason. Shout out to Jason. He's in Minnesota. And then on Fridays is my husband, and we talk about love and relationships. So
That's my
that's
favorite. That's my
everything,
favorite guy
Jason.
right there.
Look,
You
Jay,
know.
that's everything. He said that's your favorite guy.
Yeah.
But Jay, yes, that is everything about PGT Time. There's more I can tell, but for the most part, that's what I'm doing out here in these streets.
I mean, damn, like I thought I was gonna be able to like ask, well, what about this? And what about like you just like here it is, you know what I'm saying? And that's actually
Really,
awesome. That's awesome, by the way. But I
thank
still
you.
do have things that I want people to know about you and kind of learn a little bit more about you or whatever the case is. Let's talk about the husband. Y'all have been married. Y'all are a married couple. And I always tell people the energy that you put out, like energy doesn't disappear, it transfers. Okay. So one thing that I've always been a big proponent of is making sure and try to show couples love. Because at some point when I get remarried, a lot of people don't know I'm divorced, been divorced for a while, but whenever I do get married in the right situation, like I would want that same energy. I would want people to want me to succeed, want me to be happy, want us to make it as a couple and a family. Tell me as far as like y'all as a couple, like how long y'all been together, how'd y'all meet, all that good stuff. Like tell me about your marriage.
All right. I had to hit the mute button. So if I hit the mute button, Jay, just keep talking. Does that mean that dog Chewy barking? I got a dog, y'all. I got a dog.
Ah,
But yeah. So I have been married now for 16 years. 16 years. It'll be 17 years. July 7th. And thank you, thank you. And one thing that I can truthfully say, and oh, let me add this too. We've been together for 24 years. Never broken up. It wasn't an on and off thing. We've always been on. And everybody that knows me know I love my husband. And everybody that know my husband knows he love his wife. You know, we was friends first. Um, we didn't rush anything. Everything was just great. Everything's still great. We go through things just like everybody else. But for the most part, we good. We is good. We great. He's very supportive. He's a barber. He does his thing, and he comes on the show right afterwards. As soon as he get off, he come on Fridays. Whether he ate or he didn't eat, he still come on and do his thing. And I thank him for it. I really, really do, because I know Jay be a lot of days. He do not want to come out. And he be so tired. But he still come on and he still show support.
he's supporting you,
He's
supporting
always
your dream, right?
exactly supporting my dream. He promotes just as well for Peachy Tea Time. Anytime I need him for any events, because we do have events just as well, he's there. He's there And I mean, I have no complaints at all. All the other days when I gotta do my show, he come home, he makes sure these kids got their baths and they are in bed at 9 o'clock, and my show started at 9 o'clock. And you don't hear nothing from them. They are used to it now.
I can dig
They are
that.
used
I can
to
actually
they come
attest.
here if they want to.
I can actually attest to that because I do be watching, and I have yet to hear a kid yet. And all the time that I've been watching her, I have not heard a kid yet. So I gotta say, kudos to him for that. That's actually pretty
Thank you.
cool.
I appreciate that. I
So,
appreciate that.
so
But they already know.
you're more or less like in the true crime community as far as your content base, right?
Yes.
Let me
It's
ask you
true
this
crime.
because I'll keep this brief. I ain't gonna keep you on here too long. Few more questions, but I'm really curious as far as
Oh no, I'm having a good time.
because I know why and what made me passionate. I mean, because I've always been passionate about kids. I've been around and working with kids since I was like 19 years old. It used to be a part of this program at my church, which ended up reintroducing me to a camp that I used to go to for a long, long time. And they have a leadership program. And then that leadership program led me into being a camp counselor. So not only that, I kind of also followed in the steps of my mom and tried to be a teacher. I ended up being a substitute teacher for a little bit. I like kids, love kids, dated girls that got kids. It's kind of hard to find people that ain't got kids. So it's just kind of when you're dating and meeting people, these things just happen. They just happen to have kids. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I got a chance to really get a feel for being a father way before I had my daughter. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it's been a passion, and certain stories I ran across really just made me say, you know what? As long as I have a platform and as long as I'm on the internet running my mouth, I'm like, I want to make my platform basis about stories like this. I'm like, as long as I got breath in my body, I'm talking about this every day, often as I can. So like 95% of my content has to do with children for obvious reasons. A lot of people don't even know that's what AFC stand for. Advocates for children. You see the children's, boy and girl, ain't no specific color. Advocates for children. Why people like come to the channel and they don't know that, which is beyond me. Maybe I don't do a good enough job promoting that. My question for you is this. What made you passionate about true crime? Because I know you do stories about, you've done stories about police brutality. You've done stories about relationships, whatever it is. Like, what made you passionate about making that kind of content and your contributions?
Right. Great question. Um, my father always watched cops. Always watched cops as I was growing up. And then A&E came out, and he started watching different things on A&E. And then I found myself watching crime shows. From Cops as a little kid with my dad to First 48 to after the First 48 to For My Man, For My Woman. I mean, every crime show that was coming out, I was watching. Before I had my kids, I would come home, my husband would be at work, and I would be in the bedroom, all the lights off in the house, sitting on my bed, watching First 48, and then followed by after the First 48. The one with the kids, they will go and visit at the jail. I can't think of the name of it,
Scared
but
Straight.
Scare Straight. Yeah, Scare Straight. I mean, those were the shows that I loved to watch. You know, I mean, I would get a high off of it. I don't know why, but I would. I would tell my parents, I wish I could be a detective without being a police officer, but I know that's not possible. You know, but that's just the type of stuff that I liked. And I remember my husband, he came in the house one day, all the lights off, I'm watching it. And he walked in the room, stood at the door, and he said, "So you're watching Death Again?" And I was like, "Yes, I am. Now, either you gonna join me or you gonna go on back out there in the living room and watch whatever you want to watch." You know, but this is something that I just really, really enjoyed. And then my brother, he was always in and out of jail. So that's where um, the wrongfully imprisoned people that we advocate for. I'm not saying that my brother was, you know, a good guy and wasn't doing nothing wrong. He was doing wrong, but it's the ways that he was being treated while he was in there. You know, I was just on the news here in Atlanta. Channel 2 News, WSB TV. Shout out to Ashley Lincoln. And she came over to my home. They did a whole little um, advertisement thing. And when I tell you it was such a great, it was very, very, very good. And you can find it on my page, but a very good news broadcast with my brother. And it's just sad that when they go in there, sometimes you don't even make it out, you know. And I'm one of the people that feel like the way you go in is the way you should come out, if not better.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so for people to go into jail or prison and get beat, you know, for nothing on top of that, just because the guards don't like you, you know, not talking about the other inmates. We're talking about the people that's supposed to be setting examples.
Mm-hmm.
And they're out here doing wrong and hurting our black men and everybody that's out there, you know, killing them and everything. So I fight for those folks too. I sure do.
So let me ask you this: as far as on your YouTube platform, because that's why I'm a little bit more familiar with you. Like, I noticed that you've had families actually come on your broadcast live. Tell me about that. Like, what's that experience been like? Dealing with
All
people.
right.
Like, I know what it's like, but from your experience, what is that like?
Yeah, so we have a lot of families that come on. Not just one, two, three, four. We have a lot of families that come on my show. I can't even count how many have been on there. I've been blessed to say that this is truly my passion. This is my gift that God has given me. You know, I can see a news broadcast right now on YouTube and contact the family, and within minutes or within hours or even a day or two, they'll write me back.
Mm-hmm.
They'll respond back. Either they say no. Majority of everybody though says yes. But I have had some no's. And Jay, I've had some that I had to turn away. You know, the family, I remember clear as day. The family wanted to come on. They agreed to come on. And the day of, their lawyer suggested that they didn't come on because we have open cases that come on the show. And they was
Unfortunately, I
like,
know what that feels like. I've gotten
yeah,
way more no's than I have yeses.
exactly. You know, and they was like, we can't come on. But the brother that reached out, he was like, baby, I'm coming. I don't want to do you like that. I'm coming on. I said, no. I said, your family needs you right now. Y'all just lost your sister. You don't need to create more chaos in the family. I got stuff in the vote, the Peachy vote. I always got something to go to
Yeah.
just in case stuff like this happens. We gonna always have a show, you know. But I prefer for you to be with your family at this time than create even more chaos when your sister was murdered.
Yeah.
And we're not talking about years ago, months ago. We talking about 2 weeks ago. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say it's a gift that God gave me that I could contact these people a week, sometimes days. And sometimes I just be like, nah, they ain't ready. I ain't gonna contact them, you know.
Yeah.
But for them to say yes, we'll still come on your platform. I don't have hundred thousands of subscribers. And if y'all want to go help me get the hundreds of thousands of subscribers, please feel free. Please feel free. But I
Sub.
don't have that, you
Sub.
know. But they
Mhm.
still come on. We still raise awareness, which is the biggest thing about Peachy Tea Time, is to raise the awareness so these young folks and even some of these adults can understand what's going on, and we tired of it. We tired of it. We ready to go back outside without no fear, without having to look over our shoulders. And right about now, we all got to look over our shoulders. It ain't because somebody was messing with you, how it used to be, or somebody after you for money trying to ride. They do coming after you for any and everything.
Mhm.
If they go in Dollar General and take from Dollar General, they would take from your ass, okay?
Yeah.
Excuse the language,
Oh
but
yeah,
they
you
would take
straight.
from you, you know? So that's how I feel, Jay. That's how I feel about it.
Let me ask you this. Like, I was kind of curious about that. I was just kind of thinking it. Like, what are some of your like? You can name drop on here. I don't mind. Like, what type of podcasts like outside of yours? Like, are you like? I guess do you watch? Like, what type of stuff do you watch?
Well, I definitely watch DJ Just Jay. And I'm not just saying that because I'm on here, and he knows that. Um, Jay is my mentor. I've been calling him my mentor ever since I was able to have him reach back out to me. Um, Jay is on that top level of people that I watch. And I really, really take pride in, reaching out to people and all that. And I be like, I don't know, they may not want to rock with me, but I reached out to him. He's the only person that I have reached out to that actually responded back, and said, hey, whatever you want to know, I'll teach you. Just, holler at me. And that's what I did. I holler at him. You know what I'm saying? I ain't holler just that one time. I holler a lot of times, But besides that, I like Paris Milan. She does crime. I like Unlost Black Girl. She does
I've heard of her. I
crime.
think she's been over here before. Shout out to her. Yeah. Hmm.
Yep. Those are the main crime people. It's another guy too. He's on the TV. He show his video on the TV.
Okay.
It's all in the family or something like that. I really like him. He digs down deep in the crime too. But believe it or not, my favorite, the thing that I thought I was gonna be on here doing before God directed my path to do crime, I thought I was gonna be doing celebrity gossip. So
Interesting.
yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes.
Let me
That's what
ask
I
you,
really
because I'm curious about that. Why is everybody so enamored with, like, I don't get it, but it's just like that audience is a hardcore audience. They love gossip, they love lies, they love truth, they love information. What is it about that? Maybe I just don't get it. Maybe I just ain't in the
well,
loop.
that's me. That's me. Even on my crime shows, that's me. I tell it like it is. I give my personal opinion. If I hurt somebody's feelings, I tell them I'm sorry. I don't mean it. It is what it is. But this is how I feel. And that's how celebrity gossip is. You just tell how you feel. You may hurt somebody's feelings, but oh well, it's time to move on. You know what I'm saying? We move on to the next one. But I'm interested in celebrities. I like celebrities. I love to see what they're doing. I like to see what they spend their money on, all that type of stuff. And wish I was in their shoes.
Okay.
But I don't get jealous or nothing because I enjoy watching them. And I like Tasha K. I think she does things that she shouldn't do. She says things that she shouldn't say. All of that. She's wrong for a lot of things, but I love the way she captured her audience. When you do what you're doing, you like I see you shaking your head, and I get it. I get it. But at the end of the day, can't nobody say that she can't capture her audience. And that's what I like about her. I also like Armand Wiggins. I like Mob Radio. They celebrity folks. I like DJ Academics, Charlemagne the God. I watch it all. I watch it all.
I'd actually
But
think I would
I
surprise
focus
you
on
the type
crime.
of stuff that I watch. Like, I love watching retro video games and the dodo. Or do you know what the dodo is?
No, not at all.
It is a channel dedicated to animals. The
Oh
series
wow.
the series that really took me in was they have a thing called hashtag pity nation for pit bulls. Because I mean, I've
Mhm.
raised pit bulls, I've raised a Rottweiler, and they have just always been this demonstrative. I get tongue tied a little bit. Demonstrative. They look at them in a very, very bad way. Like, these are just the worst dogs ever. They could be some of the most loyal, loving dogs. But like, that's kind of like the type of stuff I like to watch. But so a lot of people
Wow.
might be like, "Really, Jay?" Like, yeah, I sit there and just, as long as
Yeah,
they
I say
posting
really
videos,
good.
I'm downloading them, watching them, all on my phone, all
I
day.
wish I would. But I wish I would, y'all. I wish I would. But you know what comes after celebrity gossip though that I
Mhm.
like the most too? Motivation. I can sit there and watch motivational clips all day long. E.T. I love E.T. Eric Thomas. I like Shelton Trenton. I love, those are the type of people I like to listen to. And I do listen to TD Jakes. I
Oh,
know everything that's
oh
going on.
Lord, no,
But I
no.
listen to him. I listen to his daughter Sarah. I listen to all them. I do. I do. I do.
Heck
I
no.
but I listen to him. I do. And Steve Harvey, I listen to him too. And that is one of my goals for 2024 is to start a new YouTube page that's only doing motivational clips only.
Oh,
So
see, I like
I
that
pray I
idea. I
can
like
do it.
that idea a lot.
Yeah, yeah. So
Let
that's
let me
my
let me
that's my
ask you
focus.
this. Do you remember, like, cause like I always want to know this. Do you remember the first time you ever saw me on YouTube? First video you ever seen? Do you remember the story? Do you remember what I said? Like, what captured your attention? Because I'm always just blown away by the fact that I even have anybody watching at all. I'm like, that's actually pretty damn cool. So I always tend to ask when I get an opportunity, like, when was the first time you remember watching a video of mine or hearing about me?
I don't remember the first one that I saw, but I would remember watching a video and something you said, two things that you said that stuck out to me.
Okay.
One of them was hashtag babies for benefits. And another thing was, and I think this was around the very first time when I started watching you, someone had wrote a very nasty email to you and you read it on the show. And I can't remember everything that was on there, but they were very, very mean. And they didn't like that you talked about the bad people. You know what I'm saying? Like the people that had killed their kids. And you may say she was ugly or that B ain't shit. You know, you may say stuff like that. And they would get mad at you because you would talk about them and you would tell them, I don't understand why is mad at me. This woman just killed our child. And you mad at me because I called her ugly? And I would be there talking about, I know that's right, Jay. You better tell her. You better tell her. And this was before I even started the other platform, 3 times when I was just watching videos, you know. So when I tell you, I'm so honored to be here right now. So honored. So honored. Y'all, when I tell y'all dreams come true, dreams come true. I'm telling you. Y'all better watch
Look,
my back.
look, I remember, the email when you sent it to me. And I'm gonna tell y'all the thing that really, really makes me respond when people are looking to like actually get in contact with me and talk about something, regardless of whether it's business or personal or whatever. It's just really the sincerity in it. Keeping it the shorter the better, you know what I'm saying? But sometimes I will take my time and read through it. But I just really felt like I'm like, she's very genuine. I'm like, you know what? Let's see what's up. Like I want to talk to her, see what she's talking about it. And more than anything, like I felt like it was just very, very genuine. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just kind of like again, we're talking about that energy. So if it's something you need, something you want to know about or whatever, like I told you, like I'm like an open book. So
Yeah,
I try my best to make sure that if I can give information, and I think too many people are be worried about the wrong damn things, right? They be worried about
mhm,
success, like they worry about putting the horse before the carriage. You see what I'm saying? So
exactly.
it's just kind of
Exactly.
like they're worried about, well, what if this person gets big and you're still talking about energy. You see what I'm saying? You should want everybody
Mhm.
to be big. If so, it's kind of like the rising tide floats all boats. I could give some people some shout outs like Molly Go Lightly. I could give a shout out to Tommy Sotomayor. I give a shout out to
Mhm.
Relationship Rehab, Chris Thorns. I give a shout out to Diaper Escapes, like anybody who's been over at my Kimberly Flower, and even to just Justin for all, Ickmail, a lot of people. And we've actually had times where we've shouted each other out or been on each other's show, whatever the case is. And I feel like the more we share, we can actually all come up together. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Or even if
Exactly.
or even if we don't, they have a blueprint that, you know what I'm saying, if you truly want to be successful, like I mean really more than anything, what's the thing I told you? To be consistent.
Consistent.
Consistent
You
helps me.
always told me to be consistent and focus on the content. That what you said. You said the money will come, but be consistent and focus on your content. Because at the end of the day, you gotta have content, and you gotta know what you're doing when you get up here. And I can truthfully say I follow his advice, and now I'm at the point now where I could go on anybody platform, and they probably would think I've been on people platform for 5, 6, 7 years. I'm just as comfortable. I know what I'm talking about.
Mhm.
You know, I can come over here on J platform and do clips with him. I
And
know he's talking about crime. You know what I'm saying?
and another thing I like to talk about is, I don't know if you remember this one, but I always tell people to do content from your heart.
Alright.
Do what's in your heart. I've told everybody that. Like, if it's in your heart, I think it'll show in your work. Like, if you're just doing something just for a money grab or for an attention grab or just to get subs,
Exactly.
like the most disgusting thing I hate, because we're talking as content creators. One of the most
Mhm.
disgusting things I hate to see, people paying for subscribers, and you look up and they got
Yeah.
1.5 million subs, and then you look up 5 years later and how many subs they got? 1.5 million. Why? Because they
Yep.
freaking paid
They
for it.
know
So you didn't
it.
lose
Exactly.
subs, you didn't grow subs, you're just stagnant. And now you look at it and you're just like, it was all for what? You see what I'm saying? So it's just kind of like when
Yep.
you do things from a genuine place, you will get genuine results. But I think that's a life
Mhm.
lesson. That's not even a YouTube thing. That's a life lesson. You know what I'm saying? When you treat people in life, you
No
treat people in the
cheating.
grocery store. How about this? How you treat your kids. Wouldn't you want to treat your kids and be genuine with them? I'm gonna tell you one of the most disgusting, another disgusting thing is like I'm like Peter Griffin, these things that really grind my gears, right? Like, I got all these things that just grind my gears. I hate to see parents that will be on their phones and recording videos and, oh, look, we're a happy family, ha ha ha. And then the background, you MFer, you sit your bald headed, nappy headed self down, and this and that, blah, blah, blah. I hate you. You look just like your daddy. Whoa, like
We
what?
see that a lot.
And but
We see
I
that a
was,
lot.
what was you showing me on Instagram? Like, I look like happy family, right? So I'm saying, so
Exactly.
it's just kind of like, you get crap when you treat people like crap. And I feel
Yep.
like that's why, regardless of whether I'm showing you love in my response or in my education or in my genuine concern, whatever it is, you know what I'm saying, or even supporting the fact that you guys are married and doing your thing, and I eventually want to get to a point like that, you know what I'm saying? I believe that that energy you put out is the same energy you'll get back.
Exactly.
You want
I
you want to
agree
kind
with
of
you.
close us out and give us your thoughts, your closing thoughts.
Yes, you're definitely right. Being genuine is definitely one of the keys just as well. This is who I am. On camera, off camera, I'm no different, you know. And I pray, I try to follow God's lead, then my husband's lead, and I just try to live life to the fullest. I've been through some things. I've been through some things. I've been through some things, but I made it through. I made it over. And right now, I just want to live life and be happy. I am 44 years old. I've been with my husband since I was 19 years old, and we just had kids. I told y'all my oldest is 9. I was 35 when I had him, so I'm just living life and enjoying this ride, baby. I am enjoying this ride. Jay, we are nominated again this year. Your ATL Raps podcast of the year. So if y'all could please go and vote for us. That would be awesome just as well. Y'all can find me on all platforms under Peachy Tea Time, including Roku TV, baby. Peachy Tea Time and Time spelled with a Y. I got big things coming for 2024, baby. We got big things coming. Jay, one of the things that I'm working on right now with the guy that uh, got exonerated that I was
Okay.
telling you about that came on the show on Wednesday. I'll be working with him, and we're still trying to, put it all together, set it in stone and everything. But my vision is to be able to talk to the youth, whether it's on Peachy Tea Time Live, because all my shows are live, but whether it's on live or whether it's just on, StreamYard where we can record it and, we send it back to whoever the youth is, the teenager. But for troubled children, troubled teenagers, that the mother or father or both may feel like their child is going down the wrong path. But baby, I got somebody that they can talk to that could possibly change their mind. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying? So we got some big things going on, big, big things. And
Okay.
again, I'm honored and I thank you so much for having me on.
It's an absolute honor, and I think that was the perfect closeout. Everybody know where to find you at. I will make sure when I put this video up as a standalone, I will make sure that we get your link to your YouTube channel in there, and then from there, they can just find everything they need to know about you, from the source.
From the source, baby, from the source.
All right, much love and Peachy Tea time, and I appreciate you so much.
All right, love you.
All
I
right,
can't
much
wait
love,
to talk
much
to you
love.
again real soon.
Always
Bye.
honored. Thank you.
With each win, there is a loss. There will always be more for you to do, but you have to push through.
Lately, I've been having conversations and contemplating out with myself now. Damn, what am I doing wrong? Reminiscing on summers in the kitchen with naked women, they counting up chickens. Damn, man, it's been so long. Why this shit go left when you trying to live right? Everybody trying to tell you how to feel. Trying to shuffle through this thing called life is hella hard, cause one false move, it'll get you killed. That's why I'm past the aggression, but passive aggressive when it comes to lack of respect. Then I have to protect, and if it comes to packing the tech, then I have to confess that I will. Damn right, yeah, I'm still that nigga, the different one out the litter that never been with the children. Chatter ain't got no filter, the one that everybody calls a real nigga. I'm just trying not to be a real nigga. Yeah, last night I had a vision that I was dead broke, didn't even have a penny. Got up on my ass and said, Shirley, go and get it. Yeah, I'm talking to myself, cause he the only one that listens. Praying to the Lord, hoping one day he forgive me all these sins I committed. Drugs, money, and women gotta take me from a blog, cause I'm all me. If there's a heaven for a G, I need a motherfucking key. Talk to him. They say the good die young, man, I'm tripping cause I'm still living. Fighting with some decisions while trying to stay persistent with their rap shit. They say I don't know how to act, bitch, but she don't understand that music makes me happy. What happens when I'm not on the road, when I'm not in the yoke, when I'm not doing show shit? They think about it. Yeah, I'm not fucking hoes. I'm just out doing work. I'm accomplishing goals. They go communicate with some fornication. Look, girl, I'm sorry. Probably take out the mind, but 24 just ain't promise. The thought of me wasting time makes a nigga wanna find me to clean it up and go hide it while listening to the Carter too. Hey, yeah, I got that money on my man. You feel me?
Return, Peachy return. Peachy return. Peachy return. Peachy return. Thank you for watching.